Sister spouses Janelle earthy colored looks at Meri to a reliable canine. Sister spouses stars, Janelle Brown and Meri Brown have not been enjoying a positive outlook for some time. During Season 19, Episode 9, Janelle visited Meri in her Flagstaff home to talk about Coyote Pass. This gathering was startling and a piece off kilter. Janelle and Meri had the option to set to the side their disparities for the afternoon and have a fair discussion about the property the Browns share. Nonetheless, Janelle had a major conclusions about Meri's response to the discussion. Peruse on to figure out what they were. Meri overlooks Janelle's alerts. Previous sister spouses, Meri Brown and Janelle Brown, don't manage everything well. They have both chosen to leave the polygamist family highlighted in sister spouses. Janelle isolated from her better half Kody Brown in December 2022. Meri Brown chose to get a delivery from Kody in January 2023. Contact with each other has been insignificant since the family has broken. In any case, on the November 10th episode of Sister Spouses, Meri and Janelle plunked down to examine the property on Coyote Pass. Janelle Brown needed to converse with Meri about the property and safeguarding their advantage in it now that they are not generally hitched to Kody Brown. She cautioned Meri to safeguard her resources on the property since Kody had been temperamental with his help of the undertaking. Janelle recently plunked down with Kody to examine the property and he excused Janelle's interests. Meri totally excused Janelle's interests about their resources in Coyote Pass. Janelle trusts Meri is excessively faithful to their ex. Janelle Brown opened up to the sister spouses makers and contrasted Meri with a canine that makes want more to its proprietor. During their discussion in Flagstaff, Meri let Janelle know that she was finished with her relationship with Kody and was leaving. In her confession booth, Janelle said, "I was somewhat astounded. I'm like, goodness. And afterward I thought, it's about damn time." Janelle communicated that Meri has been faithful to Kody to a fault. Janelle admitted, "I think it's sort of that canine that continues to return since they're steadfast." She proceeded, "Not to say Meri's a canine, but rather I think she simply has that sort of unwaveringness. Furthermore, I think, at long last, she just contacted her end." Janelle's response is probable in light of the fact that Meri safeguarded Kody in their discussion about Coyote Pass. Meri would not acknowledge that her resources in the property might be in peril from Kody and Robin Brown. Sister spouses Meri Brown uncovers when her book will be finished. Sister spouses star, Meri Brown is uncovering when her book will be finished. She has been prodding that her story isn't finished. All the more thus, she has caused it to seem like she would be sharing significantly more, particularly when her marriage with Kody Brown formally finished. Presently, more subtleties have arisen. Peruse on to see what Meri needs to say regarding the eventual fate of her distributing. Meri Brown uncovers when her book will be finished. Following 10 years of Kody earthy colored saying that he was finished with Meri Brown, she at last clearly heard him. He shared that he couldn't have cared less assuming she went off and dated another person. This came after third spouse, Christine earthy colored woolly, declared she was leaving the plural family. Kody was frantic to hold the family together, despite the fact that he had quite recently removed closeness from their marriage. For Christine, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, so she got together his assets and afterward concluded it was the ideal opportunity for her to leave. Nonetheless, Kody and Meri had not been private in a decade. He had uninhibitedly said viewed her as just a companion, and that's what Christine saw. She would have rather not wound up like them. As she finished the marriage and said she was leaving Flagstaff for Utah, Kody talked about his different spouses. He actually had Meri and Janelle. Concerning, he was fine with her having her own existence and tracking down another accomplice. At last, she told him and fourth spouse, Robin earthy colored, that she was leaving the family, also. Presently, Meri has an announcement she took to Facebook and she promptly noticed that she had said her voice would be heard. Meri Brown added that she is in her story, however, perhaps supporters didn't understand it. In any case, it isn't in book structure right now. It is as her commendable up business, which is tied in with rousing others. At last, Meri made sense of that her story has no consummation, so without that, it can't be finished. She welcomed her devotees to be a piece of it. Will they join? All in all, subsequent to hearing all of this, will fans follow Meri Brown in her excursion and assist her with thinking of her story? Or on the other hand, did they feel like she drove them on? Sister Spouses has had a long run with their 19 seasons. During that time, there have been numerous examinations of Meri, Janelle, Kody Robin, and Kody Brown to others and shows. In any case, after the most recent episode, fans spot a particular scene that they can't resist the urge to contrast with any semblance of honey error. All the show. For certain, tender loving care has the specialty of catching dramatization in shows, for example, Sister Spouses and Honey Bungle. Much of the time, they become the train wreck that fans can't turn away from. While certain individuals imagine that Kody Brown and his team are setting out toward the finish of Sister Spouses, others know how much watchers like to see the show unfurl. Long-lasting fans met Honey Bungle during Little Children and Crowns and could oppose watching her and her family in Honey Error. Obviously, Honey Error was a hit that scratched the show-filled Tingle fans really wanted to cherish. Moreover, Mother June acquired her own following and has taken fans on a ride of monetary burdens, weight reduction, quibbling, thus much more. In the most recent episode of Sister Spouses, Kody Brown was recorded beyond his and Robin's Flagstaff house with their children. Kody specifies they have 8 feet of snow they are clearing. While he endeavors to play around with the children, Ari Earthy Colored takes a return swing at him with a digging tool and scratches the truck. Irrefutably, Kody is exercising all his self-control to hold back from flying off the handle about her harming the truck. However, fans see a few crossover among Kody and Honey Boo Boo. Sister Spouses Kody Earthy Colored scene is contrasted with Honey Mistake. On Reddit, Sister Spouses fans see a correlation of Kody Earthy Colored scene and another famous show, Honey Mistake. To begin with, somebody says, Kody and Robin's children. Then, they add, this most recent episode had them outside aiding clear snow. Is this a push to show them as a blissful family or so the children get paid? Fans see an example. Without a doubt, Sister Spouses fans are extremely suspicious of anything that Robin and Kody Brown do with their children. Since they have seen the organized game evening and a few different traces of prearranging, it is not difficult to think scooping snow may be something very similar.